with OBO, Davido, Big Lala, Davido. Does this guy ever rest? Now, let me sit down for David because I know, you know, the amount of bash we get on this page. Now, I can say 80% of them come from Davido fans every
They,
single
they,
time.
they swear for us.
In fact, I kind of think that Teddy BG fans online
Mm.
are more. I see Wizkid fans say things, but Wizkid fans, I think they kind of hype Wizkid. Like
Mm.
if you say something about Wizkid now, and say, Lala beg, Wizkid is this, Wizkid is that, and everything. He has done this, he has done that. Wizkid don't big Wiz for
I
life.
think you're trying to do, Shay. You don't do it. Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Because
sorry.
what you're trying to say is one part is more civilized. They are best of the same feather. Oh. None of them
Of
are.
course, Wizkid
Eh,
fans, Davido fans are best, of course, best of the same feather. They are good. We love them. We do this for them. Come and watch our channel, watch what we say and everything. But
but please,
please,
easy on the insults.
please, easy on the insult and we are humans too. We are humans too.
Mm.
When you call someone a fool, you are this and that. This shit you don't even
You
get
don't give them the
sense
satisfaction
and
that they are getting to
everything.
you what you
Oh,
mean.
come on, guys. I'm a human being too. Now for life pity this boy. Anyways, shout out to Davido fans, shout out to Wizkid fans as well. You
Yeah.
guys are one of the pillars holding Afrobeats online right now. You guys are one of the pillars. So you guys matter a lot. Yeah, let me give you your props. If no one gives you flowers, I'm going to give you a flower. If no one does not give you flowers, I'm going to give
Don't put me in the conversation. You're having your time. Have your time.
But Davido has been busy, and like we said earlier, does this guy ever rest? Saturday, he was at Asa's wedding till night. Sunday, he was at Abeokuta, the stadium, performing. Monday, he was outside with some guys and everything. Evening time, he's out there receiving the legendary Zigima master, the Zigima crooner, Chief Bright Chimezie. Now, if I speak English, cho no walking. I want to permit it. Da, da. Now, that song, he said, in a phone conversation a while ago, some days ago, he said, sir, I took that inspiration from you, that your song, because of English. Now, because of English was released, maybe Davido wasn't, I'm sure, no, Davido wasn't born at the time. When because in the 80s or early 90s, maybe Davido was very young or wasn't even born at that time when that song came out. But Davido, being a student of music, went through that song, picked a couple of lines, and he was not ashamed to say, I took or I sampled this particular one. We're going to get you to Lagos. Don't worry, we're going to get to Lagos. We're going to see and everything. Man kept to his word. Davido by Chimezie, live in Lagos, courtesy of Cubana Chief Priest and a couple of other Davido associates. Now, it's been back to back from interviews in Atlanta, back in Lagos, goes back to Atlanta, does interviews again in Lagos or attend the cup. This guy, in the last 1 month, Davido has been everywhere in the world, I would say. How hardworking or how much more hardworking can this guy be?
Well, you see the ads. I don't understand your problem, but
No, see, the truth is, Davido knows how to hawk his thing on it. You have to give him that 100%. When
yes,
it
I
comes
agree.
to if Davido has this thing, Davido is going to make sure that this thing, you must know that I sell these scissors. Whether I go to Kafanchan or I go to Switzerland, I must talk about this, my scissors, that I sell it. Even if at times people say, oh, he adds to some stories and all of those things. Big Lala, let's talk about Davido.
The angles I want to go.
Yes, please.
I probably am not going to go there.
Please go.
Uh,
Please go. Please go. I,
why do you want me to go
I
there?
beg you. I beg you. Please go. Please break this down in the best possible way.
It's,
Let's talk
I
about
think I think
yeah.
they are doing well in terms of publicity, and They are learning as they are going. I mean, it's not like most of the things they are doing is all part of the grand plan of it. They're being what's that word?
They're buying some things off along the way too.
Yeah, they are
Buying some things
adapting,
along the way,
which is
adapting. Yeah.
good, which is good. Yes, some of us understand what it is. It is good. It gets good reactions from people. Yes, good reactions from people, goodwill from people. More eyes on your project, more eyes on the song. Different demography of you know you know people to listen to the song. And it's all good. It's all for the good of the album, which is no doubt. And they make a story out of anything, and you just have to give them props. Yeah, give them props for what they're doing. Um, I don't want to go to that angle, but yes, Davido is hardworking.
Big Lala,
You
hold
can't
on.
take
Let
the
me see
credit.
your face. Let me see your face very well. Are you saying this Chimezie story is a lie?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
You say I want to push me to this
No,
angle. I don't want to go to the angle.
you're saying they make a story out of everything.
Yeah,
So
which is
are
a
you
good
saying
thing.
some are genuine and some are made up?
Some are, I won't say they are made up, but they make the best out of the scenarios that they find themselves in, is what I'm saying. I don't want to water down because it takes a lot for you to be
Yeah.
to think on your feet and say, oh, what are we doing right now? What can we? This is the situation. Of course, that sample was there from the record, right? I don't know. I know. Oh my gosh, anyone wants me to go there? I don't want to go there. I know for a fact. I know for a fact that I mean we've established several facts. Um, how far was this song done when it was made? He himself has said, "Oh, Omale was the one who called us. Oh, I've got this song. You'll be good for you." How far gone was this song? Was it fully done, or did the video have to add the verse? Right. I don't want to come here and say I know what it is. It's just public relations. It is what it is. To make the best out of. They give you lemons, make lemonade out of it. That's what it is, right? And you just have to respect and give them the props for it. I don't want to start talking about whether indeed that was the story behind it or not. Yes, I get what the whole thing is about, which is good public relations. So, samples uh, by Chimeze's because of English, but that's not the only sample on the song, is it? There's like two other samples. On the day of release, did we not talk about the other sample? Till today, I can't remember that vibe, right? That
Mm.
mommy,
Yeah.
eh, 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 eh.
Yeah.
Till today, I've been searching for that song. But that's one sample.
I've not
There's
found that.
also another sample
That is
from a mega artist.
that is the primary sample I can say. Because
That you
that's
can
where the
hear
melody of that song, that
came
melody,
from.
Amale's melody, that is where it came from.
So
And I
this
will
because
find
of
that.
English is just a lyric because what Bachimeji sang was because of English you were because of English
Yeah.
that's his name. Are you gonna say that inspired you? Say you are taking me to Orago I don't want to go to. Let's just kill Davido
Because
and
of
his
English
fame.
War, wait, let's talk about Batinis and Davido. Let's talk about this now. Because of English War and everything. Now, Davido said, if I speak English War, it's still the same thing. He went through that line.
I'm not
There's a
I'm
sampling there,
I
no
think
matter
I
how.
no I'm not denying the fact. All I'm saying is let's just give them the credits. They are thinking on their feet. They are making good stories out of any situation they find themselves in. And that shows that he has a good team who are working well for his good. They are pushing the album well. He's everywhere. They always think, okay, what can we do right now? This was not part of the grand plan.
If I understand your point very well, I'm sorry to
That I
cut you.
quickly there.
If I understand your point very well, what you mean is when that song got recorded and they sampled that stuff, they never thought about reaching out to Batimis or anything. Was it an afterthought?
And I think it's an afterthought, which is why I said they adapted well.
Thinking on their feet, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to give them credit for. It's all part of it's part of the game. The game is the game.
The
The
game
game
is
is
the
the game.
game, yeah.
And I keep saying that it's good that this song is doing well because I don't understand why it was the last song of the album. Even on the day of when we did our live stream, it was shocking that that song was the last song on the album,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
They didn't
Def-
believe it. They ended up the song they were pushing is different, and now look at the song that's
you,
speaking.
you're
They're having
pushing
to
me to
work.
ask you a question, but it's fine.
If you ask me a question, I don't want to answer. I will
Big,
not answer.
Big Lala, Big Lala, if the song had not blown to this point, would Davido had reached out to Bright Chimezie to say, "Oh, I
That's a
sampled"?
that's a good
So,
question. I should be asking you. Tell me what you think.
if the song had not blown, now I'm going to be very,
You
very
can't look.
factual. No, I'm going to be very, very factual. If this song with you, Davido and Omale, if it had not blown, if it was just an average song on the album and they are not pushing it, it wouldn't have been in the plans to reach out. Even if they had reached out, it would have been in private.
See, you've not even gotten the angle I want to go to, but I'm not going to go there. That's what the angle you're touching is one angle. But there's
Yeah,
this particular
I,
angle.
I think that they would, because at the end of the day, Davido meeting Brad Chimezie, good gesture, that's respect right there and everything. But it's been filmed. It's been filmed. It's been
Why shouldn't
covered.
it be filmed? It's
It's
all part
it's
of the
everywhere
game.
on social media and everything. So it's a win-win. It's a win for Brad Chimezie.
Didn't Chimezie do a video by himself as well?
Exactly. It's a win for Davido. It's a win for the song. It's a win for the album. So at the end of the day, they
Good
just know, like
story.
you said, they just know how to get this story
Make
around
positive
it
out of the
and
story.
everything, make positives,
I think
create an event. Now, this whole writing is a thing that has spanned a couple of days. They've bought some taste with this. Maybe if the video takes him to somewhere
this is what
tomorrow
of good
now
media.
or something, if it takes him out on the next day, maybe to the park, or maybe he puts him in the video or something like that, it elongates. I know PR, you know PR very well. You must elongate the story. You must buy time with different stories and everything. It's just like you have a roadmap. This by Chimezie thing now, I'm sure they have strategies of what to do at different times to be able to continue making until that is done, they move on to something else, until they see something else to hold on to. But I'm not saying it is not genuine. Do you think it's genuine?
It's good media. It's good media for the album,
do
and it's good media for
you
Davido.
think it is actually out of? David said, "My daddy is in town right now. My daddy is in Lagos." That was what he posted on his IG. Not even story post. Is his proper feed post. My daddy is in Lagos, which means
It's
his
good
daddy,
media now. I
right?
don't understand what you're asking me. I'm telling you, it's good media. You're still asking me, is it genuine?
Yeah,
It's
is
good
it genuine?
media.
What good media is this? Good media genuine?
It's good media. Let me let me if anybody wants to insult anybody, they go and insult you. It's not come and insult me. I will perceive Papa.
Anyways, yes, good media and all of that. Yeah, I've said mine. I think that Davido and his team, they're really, really thinking well. They're doing good. They are, they are maxing the available. It whoever thought about that thing. Oh, we sample this man. Let's call him. Let's give him. Oh yeah, yeah, we can and everything. Kubana Chip is called by Chimezie. Davido is a nice guy, normal, nice guy. But it is not out of place to say him being nice to by Chimezie is genuine, but it also has bought good media for the song, for the album, for himself as well. His reputation of we rise by lifting others and everything. Even though I don't think he is lifted by Chimezie. By Chimezie is a legend. You cannot, you can't say you lifted by Chimezie, yeah. So, but I mean, it's giving him that respect, and that's why we're having this topic. That respect by Chimezie is very, very important, and yeah. Um, Lala, you wanted to say something before? Please continue.
I didn't have anything to say. Shout outs to Davido and team. Shout outs to you guys, if any upcoming artist is trying to see how
You
to
asked me a
kind of
question, Big Lala, and I answered you. I'll ask you back. You've not answered me, Big Lala.
What question is that?
I
Go ahead.
said if this song had not blown, would they have reached out to Bright Chimezie?
Well, I really can't say yes or no to that question. Like I said, there's one angle I wanted to explore, but I don't want to explore that angle
Please
because
explore the angle.
why do you want
Respectfully.
me to explore? I don't want to explore
Respectfully.
the. Eh?
No, respectfully. Respectfully explore it, please.
No, I just feel
Hmm.
it is good media and it is, you know, orchestrated, which is fine. It's not
Yeah.
too bad. The angle I want to go to, I'm not going to go to because you look like I'm demeaning their efforts. I don't want to demean their efforts.
Yeah.
It is good. It is good thinking that they are doing this, right? And it's just because I can see through it all, and I don't want to say, oh, just because I can see it all doesn't mean I must blab everything out, right? It's good. It's allowed. The game is the game. Um, make the best use of, circumstances you find yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are doing that well. Whether it's a crack that they try to cover or not, or whatever it is,
Hmm.
they've made a good story out of it and bought themselves good media, and it's good for him, good for the album, good for Batunis. Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, who am I to say otherwise and say they're not
I have another
winning?
angle again, though, Big Lala.
That's for you. I'm
I
not
have another
going
angle again.
again. Okay,
Now, the angle I have is it's controversial, and I'm not going to um
so you don't want to close this pod and
controversial.
let's just go. We've
I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna do it off camera.
we've done enough. This is an hour 34 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. We are gonna
Yeah,
go off. Before we go, what does this do to Bright Chimezie, the legend? This whole Davido meeting, coming to Lagos, meeting Davido, because of English, because of English. What?
just some of these veterans. When it comes to new media, they are not. I mean, they have fans, whether young and old. They are well known. They are vast
Yeah,
and everything, right?
yeah.
But these latest, whether it's Gen Z or Gen Alpha, in the, people don't really know them.
They
I
don't
actually
really
went
know. They don't.
to yeah, I actually went to his Spotify. I saw that recently they put some of their songs up. It's just a pity that I did not, catch up what the amount of listeners were,
Listeners were, yeah,
what
at
the
the time.
songs, even that song because of English I mean, recently be uploaded. Not that was before the video's album anyway, and they put 2018, what's it called in there. I would have loved to see the impact of all this on his, digital accounts because where they're not big digital, they don't care really.
Yeah.
They get their shows offline and they make the money offline.
Because of English
So
is 227,429 streams
yes,
right
I
now.
I would have wanted to see what the impact was before this and after this.
Yeah,
But yes, it's
yeah,
good for him. It's good new digital media for him. He did his video. If you have posted on his personal page, you would have seen the amount of interaction he's getting.
yeah,
People will
yeah,
be talking about him. He came to Lagos, see the
yeah.
video. Does he really need it? I think he's very comfortable where he is. But it's good that when we use um, you know, people's crafts, whether we cleared it before or we didn't clear it after, we are, you know, appreciating them. Whether it's,
Is that the
the
only way to appreciate them?
what do you mean that's the only way? It's been appreciated.
Anyways, he's been
They will,
appreciated.
they will have settled something in later
Definitely,
on. And
definitely.
and
I
I,
mean,
wa- I was saying some,
I know Davido. Davido is not. Yeah,
yeah, it
he's kind
doesn't.
of person. Would definitely appreciate. By Chimezie much more than just coming to Lagos and everything. I'm very very sure.
Mm,
Yeah. Did Davido clear this song though? Did he clear it from by Chimezie?
I'm not part of Davido's team, so I don't know whether I clear it or not.
Okay, because that call seems to be like the first time they were meeting. Anyways,
Now
uh,
you like one. I say, maybe create possible money,
we've got
You
to
don't give close for me.
we've got to go right now. There's one final thing that I want to say. Kiss Daniel also has to reach out to the legendary Bright Chimezie if he has not,
Hmm.
because his latest song, Police, the first time I listened to it, only thing I could hear was Bright Chimezie. He also, because I can say no, I did not, but I
Okay,
heard
let's
Bright
close
Chimezie.
point. Let's close point.
Police, police, yeah. Remember the song by Chimezie? No problem. I'll play it for you, don't worry. But let's close for now. We've got to go right now, guys. Thank you so much for liking and sharing.
Guys, listen on Spotify.
You need to listen on Spotify, guys.
I follow us on Spotify. Rate the
Yes,
podcast as
listen on
well.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Get to know the Afrobeat Roundup. Big Lala has been amazing. Thank you for so much for coming on this show today. Thank you for having me as well as your co-host. And there are a couple of we probably will do some bloopers, some behind the scene talks that should not go out, but will
Yeah,
eventually post.
if I see you press record, I will jump out. In fact, I'm having this
Anyways,
conversation
we'll see you
on
guys.
WhatsApp.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Please stay safe and let's have your thoughts on all the topics we've discussed so far. Put them down below and maybe give us some sort of suggestions on what next we should discuss. Just drop them on the comments and we'll be ready to pick them up and do justice to them all. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you on the very next one. Thank you, Big Lala, and cheers.
Bye.
Bye.